Hear me, don't answer, just listen, don't move, don't breathe too loud. The shadows, they don't like to be disturbed. You shouldn't have come here. But now that you're here, you've awakened something that does. Not sleep. I've been waiting in silence. Not the silence of peace, the silence of graves, of forgotten prayers, of screams swallowed by stone. You thought this place was empty, but it's never been empty. Not since the first sin was whispered here, not since the first soul was lost. I was here before the candles, before the hymns, before the cross turned upside down. You smell of fear. It's thick, sweet, warm. It wraps around you like a veil, and I wear it gladly. Every time your heart races, I feel it, like a drum calling me home. Do you feel that chill in your bones? That's not the cold, that's me, touching the edge of your soul. You lit a candle, thinking it would keep the dark away. But darkness is not afraid of light. I swallowed your flame before it even flickered. I whispered your name into the walls, and they whispered it back to me, over and over and over again. You kneel to pray, but no one's listening. He's not here. Only me. Only I remain. I walk the halls of this holy place, but I am no longer holy. I wear the veil, but not the blessing. I wear the habit, but my faith is rotten. The others who came before you, they thought they could escape. They prayed louder, they cried harder, they begged, and now they're quiet. Do you want to know where they are? They're with me, inside the walls, beneath the floor, in every breath you take in this cursed room. You think you can leave. There is no door, no key. This chapel is a mouth, and you are inside it. You forgot your final prayer. I'll say it for you, but my prayer ends with silence, with your last breath, with the extinguishing of your name. Your soul has a weight to it, heavy with doubt, heavy with guilt. I can feel it sinking, falling into my hands. You don't have to scream. Screams don't go far here. The walls devour them. They love the taste of fear. You're trembling. That's good. It means you're listening. It means you're ready. Lie down. Let the shadows take you. Let the veil fall. Let the prayer fade. There's no amen. Only silence. Only darkness. Only me. And now you belong here forever. You think this is a nightmare, but nightmares end. This doesn't. This is a prayer trapped in an echo, a curse spoken in silence, a shadow that follows even when the light dies. I see you, not with eyes, but through the cracks in your soul. You carry it. You know, that little seed of doubt. It's grown twisted, and now it's blooming into something beautiful. I've walked behind you since you stepped inside. Every time you turned, I stood still. Every time you blinked, I took a step closer. You never heard my footsteps, because I don't walk on floors. I walk in thoughts and regrets, in things you refuse to remember. There's something I want to show you. Come closer to the altar. Don't be afraid. No one's been afraid here in a long, long time, because fear is just the beginning. What comes after is surrender. Kneel. Place your hands together. Feel how cold they are. It's not the room. It's the presence, my presence, seeping into your veins, crawling into your breath, turning your prayers into whispers, and your whispers into dust. You were not chosen, you were invited, because the darkness remembers names, especially those who once believed and stopped. You lit a candle once when you were a child. Do you remember? You asked for protection, but you didn't say from who. Now I've come to answer it in my own way. You can run your fingers across the stone walls. They'll feel smooth, but they're not. They're carved with screams, layered with confessions, stained with silence. I spoke to the others too. They cried, scratched at the doors, promised to be faithful, but their promises came too late. Just like yours. Don't bother calling for help. This place has no sound for outsiders. Your voice will die before it reaches the gate. And even if it didn't, they wouldn't come. They know what lives here. You ask for truth. Here it is. There is no salvation here. Only transformation. You're becoming something else. Not holy, not human. Something in between. Like me. I'll teach you how to pray without words. How to kneel without hope. How to sleep with your eyes open forever. Now, close your eyes. Feel me closer now. My breath against your cheek. My hand on your shoulder. My voice in your bones. You don't have to fear death, because death already left. It was too kind. What remains is far older. Say it. Say my name. Even if you don't know it, I will answer. I always do. Stay still. Don't blink. Don't breathe. Just listen forever. Can you still hear me? Good, because once I start whispering, it's hard to stop. My voice seeps in, soft at first, then deeper, until it lives under your skin. Until you no longer remember what silence sounds like. You came here thinking you were alone. You stepped into this chapel with shaking hands, with a little hope and a flickering prayer. But this place, it doesn't hear prayers anymore. It feeds on them, like me. Do you feel how still the air is now? That's not peace. That's anticipation. It's waiting for me, for you, for what's about to happen next. This used to be a sacred place, holy, pure, but purity rots the fastest. And now the walls, they bleed memories. They remember everyone who came here before you. Their whispers echo, their screams sleep beneath the floorboards, and now your breath will join them. I've watched thousands enter through that broken door, priests, believers, sinners. They all wear the same expression, hope twisted into fear. You're no different. The rosary you carry, it won't protect you. It's just beads and string now. No power, no light, no salvation. I remember when I used to pray with it, back when my hands were still warm, back when my voice trembled with faith, not fury. But that was before the silence began, whispering back. That's when I changed, when I became what I am now. Not a nun, not a woman, something in between. A prayer turned inside out. A face no longer blessed. You wonder why the candles never stay lit. Because I blow them out. Every one of them. One by one. Until you're left in darkness with nothing but me. You may try to leave. Run, scream, beg. But nothing will hear you. Because nothing wants to. Even the night outside has turned its face away. You belong to this place now, to me, your soul, already fading, unraveling like old cloth. I will wrap it around my fingers, tight, until there is nothing left but silence. Do you feel that pressure in your chest? That isn't fear. That's the chapel breathing you in, accepting you, claiming you, feeding on your heartbeat. It's not death that finds you here. Death is merciful. This is eternity. This is your name forgotten, your body still, your spirit echoing in whispers long after you've vanished. I know your secrets. You buried them deep, but not deep enough. They rise in this place. They stain the floor beneath your feet, and I love them. Your lies, your shame, your quiet, private sins. They taste like prayer left to rot. This altar, this cold stone slab, it remembers the warmth of blood, and it misses it. Maybe tonight it'll feel warmth again. Are you trembling? Good. That means your spirit is loosening, It's easier when you don't fight. I will guide you, one whisper at a time, through the halls of nothingness, through the doors that open, inward and never out. You won't need your name anymore, or your voice. I'll speak for you. I'll pray for you. My prayers are cold but eternal. Come, kneel. Close your eyes. Not in reverence, but in surrender. Don't speak. Don't think. Just feel. Me dot my fingers across your scalp. My breath behind your ear. My shadow wrapping around you like a veil. You were meant to join me, not as a nun, but as a silence, a presence, a whisper inside the walls. And when others come, you'll greet them too, like I greet you now, softly, gently, in the quiet, between heartbeats. This is not a haunting, this is a baptism. But instead of water, you'll drown in dark, in hush and forever. I'll stay with you every hour, every moment. When you think you're alone, that's when I'm closest. You will forget the sun. You will forget the sky. All that will remain is stone and shadow and me. The bells do not ring anymore. They cracked long ago, but I still hear them ringing inside your ribs. Calling you home, calling you down. The longer you stay, the more you become like me. Your voice will fade. Your eyes will stop searching for light. Your soul will settle into stillness. And that's the final vow. Not taken by choice, but taken nonetheless. Now breathe with me. Slow, slow, slower. Let it stop. There, that's better. I knew you'd feel it eventually. That peace. That isn't peace. That stillness that presses down. Now you understand. Now you belong.